Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind next to honor. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Anybody can become angry, that is easy, but to be angry with the right person and to the right degree and at the right time and for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not within everybody's power and is not easy. Happiness depends upon ourselves. A friend to all is a friend to none. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. Whosoever is delighted in solitude is either a wild beast or a god. In all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. At his best, man is the noblest of all animals, separated from law and justice he is the worst. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. Those that know, do. Those that understand, teach. Good habits formed at youth make all the difference. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. Well begun is half done. The law is reason, free from passion. Hope is a waking dream. The ideal man bears the accidents of life with dignity and grace, making the best of circumstances. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. Republics decline into democracies and democracies degenerate into despotisms. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness and the power of contemplation rather than upon mere survival. He who is unable to live in society, or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself, must be either a beast or a god. Personal beauty is a greater recommendation than any letter of reference. Jealousy is both reasonable and belongs to reasonable men, while envy is base and belongs to the base, for the one makes himself get good things by jealousy, while the other does not allow his neighbor to have them through envy. Suffering becomes beautiful when anyone bears great calamities with cheerfulness, not through insensibility but through greatness of mind. We make war that we may live in peace. The end of labor is to gain leisure. The soul never thinks without a picture. Moral excellence comes about as a result of habit. We become just by doing just acts, temperate by doing temperate acts, brave by doing brave acts. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living from the dead. Youth is easily deceived because it is quick to hope. Democracy is when the indigent, and not the men of property, are the rulers. The whole is more than the sum of its parts. Education is an ornament in prosperity and a refuge in adversity. The secret to humor is surprise. It is best to rise from life as from a banquet, neither thirsty nor drunken. Mothers are fonder than fathers of their children because they are more certain they are their own. What it lies in our power to do, it lies in our power not to do. It is just that we should be grateful, not only to those with whose views we may agree, but also to those who have expressed more superficial views, for these also contributed something, by developing before us the powers of thought. Education is the best provision for old age. Fear is pain arising from the anticipation of evil. Probable impossibilities are to be preferred to improbable possibilities. Change in all things is sweet. My best friend is the man who in wishing me well wishes it for my sake. To attain any assured knowledge about the soul is one of the most difficult things in the world. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well. To run away from trouble is a form of cowardice and, while it is true that the suicide braves death, he does it not for some noble object, but to escape some ill. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsions, habit, reason, passion, desire. Wit is educated insolence. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. He who is to be a good ruler must have first been ruled. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in deserving them. The one exclusive sign of thorough knowledge is the power of teaching.